Chongqing.
Chongqing.
China has just completed a project so massive, it redefines what a railway station can be. In Chongqing, engineers have created a transportation hub so vast, it could rival the size of an entire city.
The other end of the station is huge, so, oh my God.
This isn't just a train station, it's a living, breathing megastructure, larger than any airport terminal in the United States. And now it's moving millions of passengers every day, pushing China's already world-leading rail network into an entirely new era of speed and efficiency. A city left behind. Chongqing is one of the most extraordinary cities on Earth. There's nothing else quite like it. Built across steep mountains, deep gorges, and winding river valleys, Chongqing is a vertical city, a masterpiece of engineering born out of impossible terrain. But this breathtaking landscape comes with a price. Building a city here means fighting against gravity itself. Flat land is almost non-existent, and every structure seems to defy the laws of urban planning. The city rises in layers, stacked one above another, with streets and skyscrapers overlapping in ways that make maps nearly useless. In Chongqing, the ground floor could just as easily be the 10th, 15th, or even 20th floor, depending on where you stand. This vertical design gives Chongqing its beauty, but also its biggest challenge: transportation. The city's extreme height differences make building roads and rail lines a logistical nightmare. Trains literally pass through skyscrapers, highways wind up and down cliffs, and tunnels slice through mountains just to stay connected. While these feats of engineering are awe-inspiring, they've also slowed Chongqing's growth. For years, high-speed trains couldn't reach the city efficiently. Tracks had to weave through mountains, cross massive gorges, and loop around deep valleys, forcing trains to crawl at reduced speeds. And in a country like China, where speed drives economic power, that was a serious problem. Without fast rail, goods took longer to reach factories and ports. Students missed opportunities in faraway universities. Businesses lost time and money. Chongqing was at risk of falling behind China's booming coastal megacities. And yet, this city was far too important to be left behind. Strategically placed at the heart of China, Chongqing connects inland provinces to the nation's major ports, a vital link in the country's trade network. If that link slows down, the entire system feels the impact. In most countries, a challenge like this would lead to years of debate and red tape. But China doesn't wait. True to its just build philosophy, the government launched an audacious plan, a project so vast it would transform Chongqing forever. A solution built not in theory, but in concrete, steel, and vision, one that turned a mountain city into a new epicenter of speed and innovation.
The astonishing scale. The plan to solve Chongqing's railway problem was nothing short of monumental. China's engineers proposed building the largest railway station on Earth, a transportation hub so advanced it would redefine what a station could be. The vision was bold, trains traveling over 200 miles per hour, linking every district and county across Chongqing into one seamless network. What was once a fragmented region would become a single, living organism, with high-speed rails pulsing like veins through the heart of the city. The world was skeptical. How could such an enormous project rise in one of the most challenging terrains on the planet? But if any nation could pull off the impossible, it was China, the master of megaprojects and impossible builds. Yet, before the first beam could rise, engineers faced their greatest obstacle: the land itself. The planned site covered a staggering 1.22 million square meters, roughly the size of a small city. But Chongqing's mountainous landscape offered almost no flat ground, so the engineers decided to create their own. Over 10 million cubic meters of earth were carved, moved, and reshaped, bulldozers and dump trucks working day and night to level entire hills. Where rugged peaks once stood, a vast, flat foundation began to emerge. Slowly but surely, a new landscape took shape, one ready to hold a marvel of human engineering. And once the ground was ready, the real construction began.
A robotic army. Construction of Chongqing East Railway Station began in 2022, and within just 3 years, a massive structure started to rise, faster than anyone thought possible. But this time, it wasn't just human hands at work. It was an army of intelligent machines, robots powered by cutting-edge AI, transforming the project into one of the most automated construction efforts in human history. Instead of relying entirely on manual labor, China turned to robotic construction technology to accelerate progress. From the very first stage, leveling the newly excavated ground, precision robots and laser-guided bulldozers worked around the clock, achieving accuracy down to the millimeter, something no human crew could ever match. And speed? That's where these machines truly shined. They completed the leveling 3 times faster than humans, operating tirelessly through day, rain, and blistering 40 degrees Celsius heat, conditions that would have brought any human crew to a standstill. Once the foundation was ready, the robots kept going, pouring and leveling concrete, then installing massive glass facades, each weighing nearly a ton. Climbing robots scaled the rising structure, fitting panels with absolute precision, all while eliminating the risk of dangerous human errors. Welding robots handled overhead pipework at triple the human speed, ensuring structural integrity and flawless execution.
But it wasn't just about construction, it was about safety. Autonomous patrol units roamed the site day and night, identifying misplaced vehicles, unsafe zones, or workers missing helmets. Thanks to these AI sentinels, safety incidents dropped by 90%, saving countless lives. Behind it all was artificial intelligence, orchestrating every move. AI systems managed machines, optimized shifts, balanced supply chains, and even planned worker routes to avoid congestion. It simulated construction phases using augmented reality, monitored temperatures to prevent overheating, and ensured every pour of concrete cured perfectly. And to push efficiency even further, China employed its favorite modern construction secret: modular building. Instead of crafting every element on site, much of the station, from pillars to roof segments, was pre-built in specialized factories. These precision components were then transported to Chongqing and assembled like an enormous 3D puzzle. The result? A project that would have taken 5 to 10 years anywhere else was completed in just 38 months. While other countries drown in paperwork and delays, China simply builds, powered by automation, discipline, and vision. And this astonishing speed didn't come at the cost of beauty, because the Chongqing East Railway Station isn't just a marvel of engineering, it's a masterpiece of modern architecture. Proof that China's new era of construction is as stunning as it is unstoppable.
A mesmerizing design. The Chongqing East Railway Station isn't just a transportation hub, it's a city within a city. Spanning 1.22 million square meters, the equivalent of nearly 170 football fields, it stands as one of the largest railway stations ever built. This colossal structure was designed to handle unimaginable traffic volumes. At full capacity, it can process 16,000 passengers per hour, not per day, per hour, moving seamlessly in and out through its vast corridors and towering halls. That's over 380,000 travelers a day, each guided effortlessly by design. And the secret behind that smooth operation lies in its architecture. The station's aesthetic is strikingly modern, with sleek towers, sweeping curves, and a roofline that seems to float above the city. Yet beyond the visual spectacle, what truly defines this structure is space and flow. Architects envisioned more than just a massive terminal. They designed a barrier-free environment, one where movement feels natural, like water flowing downstream. Every level, every pathway, and every platform connects intuitively. Vast halls open into wide platforms, elevators link all floors, and wayfinding is so fluid that even during rush hour, the movement feels effortless. But this marvel isn't only about scale and efficiency. It's also a tribute to nature, blending the technological with the organic. Look closely at the massive pillars supporting the roof. They taper gracefully at the base and branch outward near the top, like the honga trees native to the region. These trees, known for their strength and sheltering canopy, inspired the design both structurally and symbolically. Just as the honga tree shelters life beneath it, these pillars uphold the roof that protects the tens of thousands who pass beneath every hour. Between the branching beams, light wells draw in natural sunlight, flooding the hall with a soft golden glow. The result is a space that feels alive, bright, open, and deeply connected to the landscape outside. The connection to nature continues beyond the interior. At the eastern edge, a viewing platform offers a panoramic scene of the horizon, a perfect place to watch the sun set over Chongqing's mountainous skyline. And then there's the roof, perhaps the most breathtaking feature of all. Its design was inspired by the Yangtze River, whose flowing waves scatter sunlight into dancing reflections. The roof mimics this phenomenon with shimmering wave-like skylights that capture and scatter daylight across the interior, turning steel and glass into something that feels alive, fluid, and poetic.